Hello everybody, welcome back to Assetto Corsa. Dodger here, going with a little bit of a challenge this time. There's some special events, special challenges, something like that, available. There is a new update available for, well, that's a lot of availables. There's a new update out for Assetto Corsa, version 0.80 I believe, a couple new cars added. And just some AI updates, so we'll be seeing those now. Maybe the AI behave a little bit more predictably. Hopefully they still have a little bit of that racer's edge to them as well. We are in the Expo, and looks like there's some other random cars. I picked the medium difficulty because, well, I didn't do so hot in the last one, so I didn't want to go too crazy. But let's jump right into it and see how we do. I drove this car a little bit, just offline, just to try and get a handle of it. Do we start sometime today? Oh, you might notice in the upper left-hand corner, which I am now noticing that in 720p takes up a lot of the screen. Oh, terrible start. Terrible start. Third gear no less. Oh, see, I just got done doing, F1 2012 or 2013 with Joe, so whoop, sorry guy. Jeez. Whoops. We may have a restart here. As I was saying, I just got done with F1 2013 with Joe, so I was kind of in the mindset of an F1 car. Let's get in the mindset of an Expo. Shift our own gears. Like I was saying, you got this big heads-up display up on the left. That is a add-on app that my brother found. It's got the tire wear, tire temperature, pressure. It shows how much load. You see that little bar moving. Whoop, right there. A little bar moving to the right. That is how much load is on the tires. So that's pretty cool, but a little bit on the large side for 720p. Maybe I'll figure out how to shrink that down some. Did a couple laps on this track with Ducks. Well, not with him, but we were both both playing at the same time. Ooh, locked that brakes up. Nicely done. No contact was made. That's probably the first clean pass I've made in this game. This looks like I could have maybe handled a little bit more difficulty. We could try that in the future, though. I just wanted to kind of get a taste of both the new AI and I think this car's got a little bit more brakes than those. Both for the new AI and just to see what kind of challenges they had set up. I really like when racing games have those kind of features. Oh man, I did this all the time with the lapping, or just doing hot laps here, missing this turn. But yeah, I really like when there's challenges and just a whole list of challenges that you can work through. Oop, what's that gear? Really good way to learn the tracks, the cars, and just the game dynamics. Looks like he's kind of struggling through that turn. Is that the Elise? Not. Something looks funny about the back of it. There was a lot more cars than I was kind of anticipating. I didn't really do a whole lot of research into content before. Whoops. This is probably one of my least favorite features. Penalty system. Whoa! Okay, that's fine. Just completely ignore that I'm there. Alright, so good call that I kept it on medium, huh? How many laps was there in this? I think 3? Hopefully I can catch back up. Man, now I've lost my train of thought too. Something about challenges and how I like them. Okay. Back to winning this race, or challenge, or whatever this is. It's a very tricky turn. I'm not sure. I think this is a fictional track. Pretty sure. It kind of has that fictional feel. There's a lot of banking to these turns. You don't see that in any kind of modern road course. They just don't do it. For reasons of keeping the cars slow, I'm sure. But it is a neat element to have inner track. Let's see, trying to break him here. Oh, that's right. I was saying that there's way more cars than I was anticipating. There's race cars. I misspoke in the first episode that I did in this game. I said there was no race cars, and there certainly is. We'll get our hands on some of them later. Whoa, lock the brakes up. Just a little bit of contact. I do really like that I know some of it's buggy, and yeah, I certainly don't have the best perception of some oversteer, how to race each other or you, but I like that they occasionally make mistakes, don't do things correctly. Like this game, I get more action with the wheel in this game than I've gotten in any. Something about it. Like when you oversteer, you really gotta put a lot of wheel into it to correct it. Alright. Nice and smooth through here. A bit of launch out of this turn. This car seems pretty even with these two now. Not a whole lot of top speed, but it's got great braking. Oh, apparently a little bit more grip if I'm able to go through here flat out. He's not. Well, apparently I was not able to go through there flat out. I've been caught by this penalty system again. I sincerely hope that there's an option to turn that off in the future. Or if there is now, please let me know, because I would prefer it was not there. Sometimes you run off course. It just happens. The penalty should be that you ran off course and you just screwed up your lap, not that you gotta wait 5 seconds to go. Gain some under braking here. Oh yeah, gained a lot. And now let's try and squeeze it out of the turn. Oh, he's coming back over. A little bump. Locked him up there. Just make me run wide if I'm not gonna penalty. Or as Joe would say, penalty? He didn't say that much anymore. Oh, that's right, because we turned penalties off. He would say that a lot in this game, I bet. Oh, locked him up. Into the gravel. Man. I don't think we're getting first. We might get third or second. I think this is the last lap. They really struggle with this turn. Give him a little nudge. A little bit more of a nudge. This is a neat car. You know, it's basically a race car with street tires on it and some mirrors. It's just enough to be. He's getting a little dicey now. Just enough to be considered street legal. It's a pretty cool concept. Not something I think you would want to drive every day, but a nice track car that you could cruise around with on the weekends. Oh, there's one more lap. We might be able to win this yet. I wonder how many there are. Things I should look at beforehand. Still kind of screws me up that you can't record the menu, so I have to kind of set this stuff up and then start recording. I'm sure there's a way that I could split the recording so that I can show you what the menu system looks like and all the options and stuff. I just have to figure that out. Or hope that they change it. Got the brake lock up there. It's definitely where this car excels. Not so much in its outright acceleration though. It's actually not that fast, or it doesn't feel that fast. Ooh, there was some lockup. But that was better through here. Oops. I'm gonna try and get him on that little left-hander hairpin. Or maybe into here. Yeah, let's see. That's how it's done. If he doesn't pull it over under. He probably could have, but they seem to be a little bit slow through there. Ooh, not a little slow through there. Should I strap for this one? I think I still got it. Nice and easy. Keep it in the rubber. another thing I want to test to see if the groove in the track actually is represented. Oh, there's our flags. This is the white flag lap. Okay. Now let's see. It's a 5-lap race. Actually, I want to see if the rubber in the track is, or the groove is represented in grip, or if it's just visual. Whoa, that was a misshift. I honestly may turn on the throttle blipping option, the driving assist, just till I get used to this game's shifting. It's pretty different. It's even, I would say it's even harder than iRacing's. You can't, oop, it's not this turn. You can't force it into gear like you could in iRacing and get away with it. I'm not much of a heel tower, not with these G27 pedals. I usually end up just cutting my foot open. Skip through there. If you look at the top of the HUD, there's also this like slow versus fast thing. I find that extremely helpful. It's just like in iRacing, you could pull up the tab menu and it would show you, it would go red if you were slower than your best lap, or green if you were faster. This one's not quite as in-depth. It doesn't show you your time, but at least it gives you some kind of representation of how you're doing versus your best time. I find that to be more helpful than even a good racing line, which this game is missing. Alright, here we go. Last turn. I think I finally got the handle of the track, the car. Victorious, an actual completed challenge. Track day challenge, silver. So definitely I will be looking to go through and beat all of these in gold, and I think there's a level called Alien or something like that. I'm curious how difficult that is. I want to try that out too. Alright, but now let's see about maybe moving on to some new cars and some crazier cars. Alright, we are back, and now we are moving on to a time attack challenge. And this one's an actual challenge, so unlike the ones I did in the last episode, there's actually a goal, and this one is 6,000 points. It's the easiest one because we are in a car I have not driven yet. We are at the same track we were at in the race there. I don't really know how to say it, Valunga or something like that. Valiunga. But we are in the Ferrari 312T, and it should be a lot of fun. This car is short wheelbase, pretty high power. It's the beginning of the era where downforce started to really play a role into F1, and it should just be a whole lot of fun. Okay, so here we go. Time attack start. It doesn't start until I start going, which is a good thing because I wasn't ready. Pretty interesting sound. You can see a slight bug with the heads-up display thing beyond it being too large. Actually, let me try and mess with that right now. Let's see. I know I can turn things off. Let's see, I can turn that off. I can change the color. That doesn't help. I can turn the slow versus fast thing on, but it won't go any higher than that. I would really want it to be a little bit higher than that. I don't think I need the thing on the left, so I'm going to take that off the screen and just leave it like that. But I would like the tire thing to be on yet. So there's the tire menu. Yeah, so I got a little more off screen at least. Hopefully it doesn't bother you guys. I really like it. It's one of the things that I really liked about NASCAR 2003 and Lift for Speed was the live tire tracking screen, so it could show you kind of give you an idea as to what's going on with the car. Since it is a game, you don't totally get the seat of the pants type of feel. So the attack is correct. It just doesn't go high enough. Interesting. Hopefully that's something they'll fix. All right, let's start. So The goal of this is basically to mess up as little as possible. Oh, we are not at Voluga, we are at Imola. Okay, well, I know this track fairly well. Not as well as Monza, but I've done a good number of laps here. Granted, I think they were in the... Whoa, 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 fun car. I think they were in a BMW M3, or maybe a 1M. Yeah, I think it was 1M. Okay. So, first impressions of this car. Still can't shift it. Lots of grip. Lots of grip, but very skatey. Really dirty, I guess is how I would describe it. Whoa, there's a sharp turn coming up, didn't there? Yeah, not as sharp as I thought. Whoa, 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 whoa. Spin would be pretty detrimental to this. I'm playing with the racing line completely off now, so I kind of got to learn the track seat of the pants. Oh yeah, I was shifting it a little early. This chicane's easy to miss, and I did it. Yep, I did it. Now hopefully that penalty doesn't take us out. That was a lot of time off and 286 points off. Oh boy, that thing really starts to sing. Oh man, I should have learned this track a little better. That will come with time. Oh, this is not going well at all. Luckily I picked the easiest level, so maybe we'll see if we can pass this easy one and then give it another try at a harder level, so I will know the track a little better. It moves. I guess I was not very confident in the brakes, but it's actually got some pretty good brakes on it. Ooh, yeah, that's what makes this car fun, is that real controllable oversteer. Well, that was not controllable. That was understeer on braking. Still enough time, though. Yeah, we'll say this is a practice run. I try not to focus on it, but if you look at the tire meter up there, it really gives you a good feel for just how much load is on the tires. And you can see, yep, I started losing those there, and sure enough, it went into the red. That penalty system. I mean, it makes sense in this, I guess, because otherwise you could just be cutting all over the place, but gosh, it is very strict. This is going not well at all. I think we might have to restart even this easy level. Ooh, barely made that one. And that made me miss the chicane just to try and make the... Okay. I've made the executive decision. We're starting over. Restart. And back to the track. Let's try this again. Maybe be a little bit easier on it. This car's got plenty of power to get you down the straights. You don't have to try and make all the time in the turns. S is here. These curves are very aggressive, especially if you get onto those. Every time, it's got those big, like, speed bumps almost in the middle of the curves. The way it loses grip is something. It's very sudden. It's like you plan it, and then it's gone. Back up over this hill. Down to second. A little bit wide, but not too bad. Ooh. Yeah, that was evil. That was an evil move. Alright, now you can see that the white bars on the tires, that's how much dirt is on them. Which at this point is a lot. Alrighty, so we're about halfway into the easy challenge now. I guess we're a little bit past halfway. I'm starting to get a much better feel for the car. I'm learning the track better. I definitely think we will we'll try the same challenge on the medium difficulty, which I think is 8,000 points, which seems like it should be obtainable, especially if we accomplish it here. Definitely learned the braking points much better. And once the temperature started to get up towards 80 degrees, especially in those back tires, it started to grip much better. If only I could get it into gear. Whoops. That's actually the first time I've done that. Well, that's going to make this one take a little bit longer. That won't be detrimental though. Should be able to recover from it. Real tricky in there. You don't want to be braking as you're still turning. That's a big no-no with this car. Very torquey engine. Doesn't really come to life up top like you would expect a Formula 1 car to do today. Almost. Pretty sure 6,000 points is what we're trying for. A little bit of near miss, but not too bad. This little kink here, you gotta watch it. Shifting into third early to keep it from getting too squirrely out of there. This is one of those ones you're on the brakes. Well, it was going well. Oh man, that made it miss again. Well, maybe this medium one's not going to be as easy as I thought it would be. Okay, on the brakes, downshifting is where I need to improve the most, for sure. I think I'm just way too aggressive with it, and that is probably due to the bad habits I learned in the other games that I play. They were much more forgiving. Should have no problem making it here. Oh, jeez. Well, apparently it wasn't 6,000 points. I think I was so sure that was the end that I drove right through it. Oh, this should be a struggle now. Oh god. Oh man. It's all come unglued. But how many points are you gonna take? 750? That's a little steep. And we're not gonna make the time, alright. Nope. Didn't make it. Well, looks like I'm restarting again. Alright, well, I've gotten myself back up to pretty much where I was last run. 5,200 points. I honestly do not remember. Whoa. Ah, jeez. Gosh, that penalty just takes so much away. You've already basically penalized yourself by losing so much time. Hopefully we still make it to the start finish line. See, I really don't remember what points I was going for. Hopefully we can make it this run. I think this is the only one we're going to end up doing. I don't think we're going to go up to the next difficulty. Not until I get a much firmer grasp on the handling of this car. If there's one thing I would like to see, as far as the physics go, it would be... I don't even know how to describe it. It's just all the cars kind of seem squirmy. Like you're not so much in the turns, but out of the turns, going into the turns, and a lot down the straightaways. The cars all feel very floaty, as if you're kind of just wobbling around. Not a very good feel of control. Like you're... I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I have my steering inputs. Whoa, easy car. Just feels a little bit wishy-washy down the straightaways. And all the cars, not just this one. This one it's very prevalent in because it's so twitchy. You want full control. Get a gear, would you? Maybe it's 7,000 was our goal. Maybe that's what it was. We're going to be cutting it close. This down here after the bridge is one of the more difficult turns. Try and break into it a little bit more this time. So the nose wants to push out. Oh, dang it. That's going to ruin me. And that was because I had so much more speed through the last turn there. Or through the turn before it. I still might make it. I might make it. No! Oh, just barely not. But that was bronze. Yep, it must have been 6,000 or 6,500. Woo! That is intense. That car is not for the weak-hearted, that is for sure. It is something else. But I think that is actually going to do it for this episode of Let's Race with Cone. Look forward to more Assetto Corsa. Probably more of these shorter episodes. Oh, look at the fire effects. Let's just enjoy the replay here for a little bit. I wish the heads-up display wasn't there, but... can I get rid of you? Can I? Can I please? No? 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 You're here for the keeping. Oh, well. We'll enjoy it anyway. Yeah, like I said, we'll definitely return to Assetto Corsa in these smaller chunks of episodes just to try and learn the game. Look at the size of the front tires versus the back tires. That is crazy. That explains that weird twitchy handling, though, doesn't it? And hopefully, as I learn the game and get a little bit better at it, I'll be able to critique the physics a little bit more. To me, it still seems really good, but to me, in 3 months, when I start to learn the game better and be able to handle the cars better, I might feel differently about it. So we'll just see how the game progresses and how my driving in it progresses.